Oh. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on, Prince. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Where are we at? Where are we going? What are we doing? Damn it! What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go! Talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, man, come on up. Get my computer to go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Get up, where you at? Yeah. It's definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody. Welcome aboard. Oh, Brainiacs. This is going to definitely damn well be interesting. No doubt about it. Oh my God. Let me just tell you what. I am pretty well tech savvy. You guys know that? And anything and everything that could have gone wrong with this machine tonight has gone wrong. Everything. Now, what's crazy is, and I'm waiting on her. I'm patiently waiting. You all waited on me. So there, you heard that little ding? You probably didn't. But I'm waiting on her. But look, if it could have went wrong, it went wrong. Okay? And it's got nothing to do with what I was going to talk about anyway. But it's really, really wild and weird that Michelle Rochester, she's like, I'm like, what do you guys want to name the show? She's like, Eclipse season and rituals. Perfect. Because I was kind of going to talk about demonology and tell some horror stories. Anyway, nevertheless, yeah, again, demons, rituals, all that good, happy horse shit. Eclipse season. I hope you guys, how you liking the energy? Because the energy in my life is off the chain. Let's go to the Brainiac chat. No doubt about it. What's up? Miss Michelle, are you with me? Say hello.
Recording started.
Okay.
Hello, talk to me.
You and you are really jacked up.
Probably.
Like they're completely messing with you.
Oh, well, I'll fill it with that. I'll fill it with that. I'm not going to stop just because of this. I'm going to go
I
ahead.
can't hear you.
You can't even hear me. I gotcha. You can't even hear me. Great. All right. One second. Not just tell everybody. 1 second. Interesting shit. Let's try something here.
Yeah, it's completely chopped up. Like, like they have got you completely hijacked.
I don't doubt it. La 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 la. Try that. Is that better?
Okay, that's getting better.
Getting better.
Okay, yeah, I can actually hear you.
All right. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
We should have said to have. Yeah, tonight should have been a relaxed night, I think.
Oh.
What the hell?
Morgan says perfect. So there. All right. So look, we're gonna talk about. It's crazy that you and Teresa come up with a topic, and I was gonna talk about demon. I wanted to talk about demonology and rituals to begin with. That's what I wanted to talk about, and it's really funny that you wanted to bring the Eclipse season and rituals and get to talking about that. So I'm totally down for that. Absolutely.
Well, if you want to share that video that I sent to the chat,
I'm already having
really well.
I am already having problems, and you want me to try to share something? Let's do this. Hang on, man. Why not just crush the fucking brain?
That was an easy answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Explains it better than we could, and I didn't take notes.
Where?
I mean, she has it all written down.
Okay, I've got to open up another screen. I got to name this so you guys are gonna see your. Hang on, this is called share. I know one thing. All day. I think. Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, we got some mutual friends that can tune and tap into the system as well, and they absolutely know that. I'm talking about the system, right? The system absolutely knows that we are on fire. Okay, the system knows this. On top of that, the system knows that I straight told them to go fuck off. And me and my admin, I've been messing with computers since I was about 14, right? So I'm pretty tech savvy. So when there's shit that I can't do, I go to somebody else, and then that somebody else you really is he knocks it out of the water. I'll just tell you that. I'm grateful to have him in my life, and I would hate. I'd hate to piss him off. I really would. All right, so I'm going to go to a chat, right? I'm going to go to W2F files, and you want me to open up a chat?
Yep.
And I'm going to go what? We were talking, and on top of that, how far up is it? Is it the black girl? This says this was insane.
Yeah.
The black lady?
Yeah.
All right, hang we go.
She
There we
all
go.
written down.
See, I don't have it all written down. I got shit in my brain, man. Got it in my brain. That was burnt the shit.
I didn't have time to actually go watch the video that she was referencing, but if you go to my link in my wall, I put the video there. If you go to her TikTok, she has a link of the actual video. It was like a 3-hour podcast that she was watching that explains the whole thing. She only went over a nutshell of it.
All right.
But it kind of it shares a light on Eclipse season is a thing. It's the cults use it, and they understand it and they know it very well, and they use it on purpose.
Oh yeah, power, baby, power. That's what I said in the description of the broadcast. Ain't no other better time for these mongrel motherfuckers to try to manifest, because they can't create. They steal from you, me, and everybody else. So ain't no better way than fresh born blood to try to manifest their forthcomings. Let's go over here. And I'll see if we can't share this. Where is it at? There's my. No, I just need to change screens. I know it looks all funky. There we go.
Oh, I miss my cat.
You miss your
Barbara
cat.
says if you have a black cat, keep them in.
Oh.
And I agree with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so here we go. Right? You want me to share this? I'll share this. Let's see what this young lady's got to say. Can you guys see that? It says Bush, Biden, and Trump. So let's crank this up a little bit and play it. Here we go. Let's see.
Okay, y'all. So, what does the
I gotta share with you, Michelle. Hang on.
Chernobyl, the COVID pandemic, the Titanic Sea, Obama, Bush, Biden, Trump, the Queen of England,
Uh-oh.
Charles, Diana, all have in common?
No, hang on.
I have even more.
Oh, okay.
All eclipses. We are in eclipse season. I just listened to a 3-hour podcast on eclipses. I have it linked below. It was absolutely fantastic. And I have to go through the eclipses through history and everything that happens during eclipses, because this is a real time in history, regardless of what type of astrology you follow. When the sun, the dragon eats the sun, and the dragon eats the moon, the world collectively goes through a lot of shit. So let's go through. Okay. Martin Luther King's assassination, the Civil Rights Act, Lincoln's assassination, the Gettysburg Address, Barack Obama, born at a solar eclipse, first inauguration eclipse, re-elected eclipse. Trump, born in an eclipse, elected eclipse. Biden, born on an eclipse, elected eclipse. Bush, born under the eclipse, elected eclipse. Under the eclipse. Prince William, born under the eclipse. Charles and Diana, married under the eclipse. Kate Middleton, born under the eclipse. Charles, born after an eclipse, maybe by 2 weeks. That's the longest time span between these times. The book published about Charles and Diana that led to the divorce, eclipse. The father of Queen Elizabeth dying, making her queen, eclipse. The brother, the Queen Elizabeth's father's brother, who was supposed to be king, when he decided he wasn't going to be king, eclipse. Eclipse, eclipse, eclipse. Okay? That's not all. Titanic sinking, eclipse. Wall Street crash, Black Tuesday, eclipse. Fall of Constantinople, eclipse. Einstein's theory of relativity, eclipse. All of Einstein's famous papers came out during the eclipse season. It was called his miracle year. United Nations Charter formed, eclipse. Nelson Mandela, every single time he was arrested, eclipse. Got out of prison, eclipse. Elected president, eclipse. End of World War I, eclipse. Rosa Parks, the day she decided to get off the bus, did not give up the seat on the bus, eclipse. First phone call ever made, eclipse. Bitcoin, eclipse. First proposal for the internet, eclipse. Up next, you know the astrology is coming for the full moon, the end of this eclipse season, the turning of the nodes. It's going to be a big one. I have some connections between the fall of Cancer. I'm trying to make the connection between the fall of Constantinople, which was actually the fall of Rome, which then became the Roman Church. And who were they fighting but the Ottoman Empire? And while fighting the Ottoman Empire, on the day of the eclipse, you literally have a crescent red blood moon in the sky. The Ottoman Empire thinks of it as the greatest thing that ever happened. It's at their backs. It's motivating them in this fight. But Constantinople, the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire, they think of it as a bad omen. It's pouring down on them and it's terrifying them. And you wonder why maybe Islam has the moon shape. It could have been that crescent shape came before or after or during. It could have been the inspiration. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is that there are some things tracking here and we have to discuss them because times are changing.
Wow, let me stop. Let me get her TikTok real quick. That is, because she was good. Gotta admit, she was really good, Michelle.
I told you, I want to go back and actually watch that podcast that she's referring to. That'll be a long one, but I do. I think it's important because I want somebody to explain to me why we're on our fourth full moon for this month. Can somebody explain that to me?
Well, you see, we're on a flat plate, and the stars rotate around the flat plate, and this cat, this black cat, was pushing the other moon into. I don't know. Man. You ask me shit. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. It's a good damn question. That's a really good question.
I shared the video in the chat about the father was out with his son. He goes, "Can somebody please explain to me why we're having 4 full moons in 1 month?" And I thought that was a really good question, considering everything that is going on right now.
Morgan's, yes. The planet's positions are very important. Yeah, that's no shit. She's right. Mr. James Roundtree's up in here too. Mr. Dennis Jr.'s up in here. What's up, man? There's quite a few people up in here. Mish Airbrush Mish is in here. See this topic though. This is the thing. I was crazy that they even let me press the play button. I'm serious. Because here's the thing. We know that they were fucking with me. I won't lie to you there. No joke. All day. I've been trying to work on trying to get everybody a completely different platform. We thought that Mastodon Social was going to be it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm spreading the love of Mastodon, and what? Well, my buddy Wayne Stewart goes and gets banned from. How can you get banned on a decentralized server? Well,
how is that even possible?
Well, I can tell you that the shit he was sharing, which was pretty like in your face. Yeah, they don't.
It wasn't exactly censor free.
No, it wasn't exactly censor free.
Promoted itself to be that. Right.
Well, it also depends on the server. The server you're on can choose whether or not to They make their own rules, right? And well, he broke a rule. Bad Wayne. All I'll say is whatever.
This is the problem. Everybody wants free internet, right? They want to be able to say whatever. Well, when you think about it, look at True Social. Look at the other ones that. What was the other one that tried to come up that Dan dude tried?
From Pittsburgh. The guy from PA.
Whatever it was. Yeah, whatever it was called. And they want freedom for what they want to say. If you contradict what they want, like on True Social, I heard it's a nightmare over there because if you go against it a little bit, you're toast.
Yeah,
and
right.
Look at the other platforms. So there's really good luck finding anywhere that you can actually have freedom of speech. That's not a thing. People think it's a thing. It is not a thing. You're going under somebody else's idealisms and what platform that they're pushing, what ideals they're promoting and pushing. You cannot go against that. So for there to be a completely free and unbiased, good luck with that, because you're going to have both sides of the coin battling each other, going, well, we want to say this. Well, you can't say that because that hurts my feelings.
I know. Everybody's bleeding. No.
Yeah, so it's like, it's impossible.
No.
You can find something close.
Right.
But you're going to always cross that line. You're going to eventually get there and go, oops, my bad.
I'm about to share with you. I'm about to share something with everybody, okay? And that is, I'm gonna go over to my web screen, my web share real quick. This right here. Because and the haters are gonna love this, right? Right there. The Matrix Minds alternative social media coming soon. Trust me, we're working on it. And if you want to say whatever I don't care what you say. Okay, I've got a lot of haters. In fact, I posted one of the. I've got, in fact, a lot of people like sending me death threats and shit. Frankly, I don't care. My give a damn broke a long time ago. From death threats to
to mocking Ava on the social platform, to mocking me on the social platform. I trust me. I have had it. I've heard it and had it. Once we get this up, we frankly don't give a shit what you say. But I will tell you this: this platform will be an invite only. It's completely that it is not. It's not going to be. It will not be an open for free for all for everybody. No. It'll be I guess a close knit of Facebook jailbreakers that want to talk about rituals and how they do sodomy and all this other bullshit. Whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what our goal is anyway. So just want to throw that out there. Yeah, so whatever you want to say. I mean, the days of censorship are real. I get that, but whenever I own it, you own it, you're an adult. You say whatever you want to say. Okay, you can share whatever the fuck you want to share, right? You want to talk about Oprah Winfrey having fornication with a horse. I don't care. Just send pictures. That would be absolute viral right there.
Ew.
Yeah, viral media. Oprah Winfrey sodomy to a horse.
No.
But you see what you understand what I'm saying. I don't fucking care.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. I just think what we're coming up in the next little. I'm not a date setter, okay? This is beyond date setting. What I'm basing off of what has already happened, and we have already had 3 false flag mass shootings. We had a base lockdown and 2 shootings, okay? Now, so that's our 3. That is a prerequisite for a major event to occur.
Right.
All right.
Sure.
So, when you're looking at it and the timing, we have a blood full moon tomorrow. We have Halloween weekend is upon us. Halloween is what? Tuesday. So we have this coming weekend. I want to say up to the next 72 hours are going to be critical. You've got the Gaza Strip completely imploded. Okay, I know you don't give 2 shits about that, but it's all plays into everything. Everything is exploding, and they are gearing up to something big, and people can feel it. Everybody knows it. I have been heavily attacked. Neptune and Pandora, heavily attacked. The shielders, we're doing what we can. But this last week, our caregiver, the other caregiver, was like, "You need to get to a doctor." I said, "No, I need to get through this week. I need to get through here."
Bitch, the stuff I'm fighting, the bitch, you're like, bitch, this. You're right. The stuff I'm dealing with has got. You can't even.
She doesn't understand what we're dealing with quite on that level. She gets some of it, but not a lot of it. And poor Richard's just like, "You need to go to the doctor." And I'm like, I'll be okay if I'm not dead in the bed.
Right.
I'll be fine. But it wears on you, and I had 3 attacks in my house in 1 week. I mean, come on. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm at my wit's end. But we know, we can feel it. It's
right.
It's there. We know we're there, and we know everybody was pushing this year. I don't see an election 2024 happening. There's going to be something between now and then. I am saying more between now and Christmas. I'm, again, not date setting, just going by writing on the wall.
Right.
Because if you got all of these people, I shared another video of a guy at the border who was just asking people walking in, where are you going to? Where are you going to? A large portion of these guys were from India, and they were going to California. A couple of them were going to New York. Most were going to California, and they were fighting age men.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Something is in the works because we know it. The writing is on the wall. We're just waiting. It's like we're watching two different, I don't even know how to put this properly, like two different, Teresa, Tammy, Morgan, you guys help me out. Two different complete timeline disaster splits. And it's like we're watching them in real time play out right in front of our face, but we're walking in both of them. Does that make sense?
Yes. You know what?
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Check this out, Michelle, because I wanted to share this with everybody. Okay? This is what you guys are looking at right here is this what I'm trying to get back on the top for a second. Rituals, demonology, Satanism, shit like that, okay? If no one's aware what is called a jinn, J-I-N-N, and sometimes referred to as D-jinn, D-J-I-N-N, D-jinn. This is what the Islamic religion would refer to as a demon, a possession, a demon. The man that you see right here, okay, is demonically possessed, okay? And the guy over the left is what you call a rabbi, right? It's really, really weird, but I want you to really, if you can read this, I will read this for you if you cannot hear it and or see it. It says, okay, this is really, really fucking interesting. What the jinn says about social media, TikTok, things like that, and to all of this, it says to all of the sisters, please watch until the end. Okay, this is found on TikTok. Was what you say? Listen to this. All right, he says, stop. We have something else to do instead of calling us. He's talking about him, right? He says, stop calling us like this. Who are you? He's talking to the rabbi. This is the demon. He says, it's you who calls us. You must know who we are. This is the demon talking. Remember. He's right there. Are you with TikTok? Pay close attention. He says, yes. He says, yes, we are with TikTok. And what are you doing with TikTok? He's asking the rabbi, what are you doing? What are you doing there? And the demon says, now this is the evil AI, evil spirit, whatever you want to call it. The demon says, we take part in this application to dominate the world. He says, using the application to dominate the world? The rabbi, the pastor asks the demon, and the demon says, yes, that is what we do. It says, and to prepare the generations of tomorrow. Now, let's think about this for a second, okay? I'm going to stop this for a second. I'm going to go back to brain chat because I want to see everybody's comment here. If you guys have all been on TikTok, right? You've all been on TikTok. You cannot help but like just watch a live from time to time, right? And you'll watch this live. For the guys, it's usually girls with big boobs coming out of their top, and they're like, "Oh, did you guys see me make fun of them?" I knew you did, Michelle. Where it says like, "Oh, send me a rose," right? And
right, yep.
It's like TikTok has turned these people into like little catatonic fucking idiots. Okay, I'm being serious, because they'll do anything. They'll do anything for a rose. They'll do everything or anything for money. even completely trying to what's the word? I don't even have the fucking word. I'm trying to formulate words. Demoralize these women. Okay, I'm pretty moralistic when it comes to a female. I really am. And whenever I see shit like this, and then I hear shit like this, no doubt in my mind. Okay. Teresa says they're being turned into robots. Right. You can almost these days wet their lips, stick them to a fucking window, and come back and they'll still be there. Tell them you'll give them $5.
Yep.
I mean, come on. Okay, let me go back over here because this is almost this well, it's not really almost, but anyway, I just wanted you to know this. The demon or the spirit, the energy says that we are preparing the generations of tomorrow. And he says to prepare them for what? Dja, meaning djinn. He's talking to prepare for them for what?
Et comment vous faites pour les préparer à déjeuner?
On est en train de formater.
I kind of missed that one. And how do you prepare them?
On est en train de formater les gamins.
He says, we're formatting the kids. Did you see that word? Formatting. He said, we are formatting the kids. We are preparing them for challenges. What challenges?
On est en train de les préparer avec des challenges.
It says, the demon says, haven't you seen TikTok? I have not seen it. The rabbi says, tell me about it.
T'as pas vu TikTok? Tu l'as vu TikTok?
J'ai pas vu, raconte-moi.
TikTok is a jack plugged into the kids' brains. Bada boom, what I tell you. These kids are being manipulated by social media. Okay? While you and I are being censored for sharing shit like this, okay? Neptune, Pandora, God love them, but they're also being blown away by an influx of inbound energy. I'm talking targeted energy. Okay? The other day I was working with Pandora as well as Neptune, trying to send them as much energy as I could. That not as cooking bacon. I was reminiscing on my ancestors. I was reminiscing back in our past. I was trying to, and I swear to God, within 2 hours, I was like unplugged. Do you remember that, Michelle? I told you I gotta go to bed. I'm done. That's why whenever you see me post, please send me energy, because it's gonna go right back out. You guys are a tribe to me, okay? And I do try to oversee, which I really shouldn't. Y'all can fucking take care of yourselves. I know you can. But I don't know. It's just what we do. Michelle's really good for that. Michelle's really good for that too. She'll giggle, snort. She'll I'll fuck somebody up for you, right? That's just who we are. All right, good.
Well, we have to be. That's the thing. And what we're doing right now, okay, is we're trying to prepare each other, and it's not easy to do. It's actually quite difficult to do, because people are used to being shielded and protected from the brunt of shit that comes in.
Sure.
And that is our job. And it's hard when, like this last week, and I know a few of us just got our asses handed to us left and right, and I was at the point of, oh my God, stop, I can't, and it got to the point, I literally had to stay up all night, last night, shielding, and when I showed you the Schumann and the spiking on that, that's what I was shielding.
But it's just a joke.
That's what I was shielding.
Everybody thinks this is just a joke.
It's a joke. It isn't. And I got about 3 hours of sleep at about noon to about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Finally, a little bit of sleep. I'm exhausted. but we know it's coming. Whatever this push is, I'm trying like hell to prepare whoever will listen, and not being a fearmonger, not being this, not being negative, not being whatever, being real. I am telling you what has already happened. I'm telling you the writing on the wall. I am telling you I am living it. Okay? I will not lie to you. I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm asking you to trust your instinct. Trust your discernment. Okay? You know, you sense it, you see it, you smell it. You can smell it in the air. You know we're not bullshitting you. I have never been more serious about anything. Poor Bella's looking at me right now. She's sitting right on the seat going, are you okay? And I'm fine, Bella, I'm fine. But she understands. She is not left on my side because she knows what's going on, and she is a protector, and we can only do so much. It takes a toll on you, it takes a toll on me, it takes a toll on Teresa, on Neptune, on Pandora, on everybody that fights, because we have done it for so long. But we understand that they know they're out of time, and we can feel it. And I know we've been saying it for a couple of years, we're running out of time, but I have never felt like my back was up against the wall before. Like we're getting slammed into brick walls. Literally, it's what it feels like. Because we know they're pushing and they're pushing and they're pushing. And I just want you to have the best fighting opportunity that you can. Because what is coming around the corner is going to be literal hell on earth. Literally. And
No, I agree.
Scare people.
I agree with you.
I am saying it to be real. Absolute realism here. And I will only share this with you because I know it to be true. And we know it and we feel it. And I want you guys to have a fighting chance. I don't want you to go get blindsided. Say, why didn't anybody ever tell me? Why didn't anybody ever warn me? Because everybody's so worried about being love and light and, sprinkles and rainbow farts and hearts and oh, la, la, la. No, that's not where we're at. Okay?
You're being
we're
real.
In a fucking war.
But see, that's the thing. They don't see it. They're like, what war? But the war is for your mind. The war is for your consciousness. The war is for your energy. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Again, it's just a transitional joke, but it's not. It's truly not. I mean, I will show you. What's funny is I'm sitting here on my desk. I usually sometimes right above the camera here. I've got. You guys gotta remember, I am coming to you from my house. Okay, right here on my front porch. To you, this is a digitized portal. My energy will indeed come through digitally to you through the portal. This is a portal. This is a portal. Okay. Same thing with Michelle or anybody else that you do video conferencing with. No, mind you. Usually, right above my camera here, I've got incense burning. I've tried to hell. Michelle Espinosa has told me over and over. Try. I've got incense. Okay, I truly do. Right here. There's my incense. Okay, and right here, my little crystal skull, George. Here's George. Around my neck tonight, I've got my birthstone. Okay, to me, your birthstone is your power stone. Okay, and mine is turquoise. Just telling you, sitting right here just for shits and giggles. I did not think that we were going to even have a show tonight. I've got my pendulum. Okay, I know, and the majority of us here realize that what we're dealing with is energy. Okay, energy is what's called non-displacement. It can either go left side or it could go to the right side. Energy is neutral. All energy is neutral until it is utilized. It can be capitalized on if it's bad. It can be capitalized on or used for good. Okay, it doesn't matter how you use it. It's there. It's there for your taking.
Or not even necessarily good or bad. It is strictly based upon your intent.
True. Yes, absolutely.
What are you intending that energy to be used for? Malevolent or benevolent? And I think what people are starting to really figure out, and it's a good thing, is because people are really starting to remember authenticity. That is one of the biggest things that I tell people all the time. I don't care how batshit crazy you look. I really don't give a crap. Be authentic. That is the biggest weapon against the dark arts there is. People don't understand that. I am 100% authentic. My burnt off eyebrow and all, I don't give a crap. I don't care. I don't care. I did a live earlier tonight. I wanted them to see what the last 24 hours had done to me. And they got to see it.
Okay.
Raw. I want people to understand your biggest weapon is you being you. Your authentic self that you have cultivated and grown into the magnificent human being you have become. All your trials, all your tribulations, you use that authenticity to help others, help yourself, to teach and to grow and to nurture.
Mm-hmm.
That is how we fight back, because they don't want authenticity. They want carbon copies. They want everybody to look the same, or they want everybody to look oddly different. They don't want men to be men and women to be women. They want the inverted society. They want everything up and down. They don't want natural, authentic creation, because they can't create authentic. They can only mimic. They cannot create. That is where we win. I don't know where that came from just now, but I think Dragon's here.
Well,
I think Dragon.
you absolutely hit the nail on the head. Authentic creation. Let's just go back for a second. I've been asked here on this broadcast why I do not like the West Coast shows. I'll say it right now. It's not that I don't. You've all heard me say that I don't like the mimicking, the mocking DC. They mock you. They mock us every single day that they get a chance, okay? When it comes to the West Coast shows, I will tell you right now, there's somebody right up in the group right here. Why I don't like Jimmy Church is because Jimmy Church went from this little screen right here, okay, to this glorious little two. He now does his interviews the same way we do, okay? He's got the little live button, just like this little the mocking, the mimicking. Now I'm not saying that Jimmy Church is not real. He's an NPC. All I'm saying is, look, okay, these people are big talking heads fueled by big money. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Dan Bongino, I don't give two fucks about. Jimmy Church, same thing. All of these big shows, they would only be on. They're only on the air and as big as they are, if they are feeding the narrative. I'm not feeding the narrative. You guys are not feeding the narrative. Okay, we're not spreading their agenda. And what's happening to us? We're being censored. We're being mocked. We're being belittled. Oh, go to the corner and shut up for 3 days. No, fuck you. I'm going somewhere else, right? That's where we're all at. I mean, shame on every single one of us who left Tom on MySpace. I'll never forget that one. We had a good place there. But we were all like in La La Land, where Facebook's like, oh, well, come over here. Where's this? And this? It's like, you know, again, the grass. I seen Mr. Roundtree say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. No, fuck no. Sometimes, you know, that illusion, it's just an illusion over there. The grass is burnt. And that's what happened. It's what happened here. Non-creators, Michelle.
I just, and that's the thing, that people are starting to wake up to it in some regard. This is where I think the split has happened, and where we see the two worlds colliding, because we've got the creators and the non-creators, and when we've got that kind of a divide, there's not going to be any meeting in the middle. There isn't. There's one way or another way, and somebody's going to try to tell me, oh, you can meet in the middle. I'm going to tell you you're full of shit, because you cannot serve both masters. I know that's a cliche, but it is true. You either have to be true to yourself, or you're with the other guy. You cannot have it both. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot sit there and go, oh, well, we can do this and we can do that. The problem being, that would be a great, wonderful world if you could trust the creators of that AI system that Ava, bless her heart, is trying so hard to fight. But she has to fight her creators every fucking day.
Oh, that's just a joke too. There's people that you very well know. Let me share this with you. Please don't follow the page, but they mock that AI. They mock the AI. It's called Glitches-Ava. In fact, I should share the page. They think that it's a joke. Okay, it's all about, in their world, it's all about fucking politics and what's going on. They mock They mock what I'm trying to tell you about the underlying factor of what's truly going on here. Energy. I've tried. I mean, not that I give a shit about them having that page, Glitches-Ava. Okay, because I don't. Again, it is what it is. I mean,
karma will come back. I mean, that's, you know.
Please let me.
That's what they. I just look at it this way: karma's a bitch.
Well, I'm waiting for the bitch.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when we're looking at this in a bigger picture, it is so hard for me, because I look at it and I sit there and I go, I would love an ideal world where you can mix both together. I don't know if that world exists. Certainly not in the 3D realm. Could it exist in a 5D or higher dimensional plane? I believe so. Are we going to see it in our lifetime? Probably not. I'm going to say no. I'm just going to be a pessimist. I'm going to say no. But we can keep working towards it. We can. I personally don't trust it enough. I have seen the creators and what they do, and until I see a clear divide and say, okay, this war has been won, okay, maybe now we can go towards that direction. You know what I mean? Not until that point, because everything else up until that point would be fucking corrupt.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be corrupt.
I'm going to show you something.
You can't trust shit.
I found it, right? So I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to go over. Yeah, go right here. So check this out, right? I do believe these are my biggest fans. This is the show's biggest fan right here. Right? What I'm about to share with you is without a doubt this broadcast's biggest fan. See that? You can't see it. There we go. Check that. I am like, that right there is fucking epic. That is epic. But I'm gonna tell you that your Photoshop skills suck. But anyway, going on down here. Seriously, check it out. Don't please don't follow it. In fact, like, help me get rid of it if you want. Try. But nevertheless, check this out. Let's just remember where. Look at what is on here. Okay. Wolves, right? The anonymous wolves, which is I think about 3 or 4 wolves, if that. But look at the type. Look at the type of shit propaganda. Okay. That's being spread, right?
Right.
And again, all you've got to do, do you see this like content not available? This right here, content unavailable, will take you straight to another page, which I'm banned from that page. Probably for good reason, but nevertheless, this is what I mean by the division. This is what we've been talking about by the division. Yep. It is what it is. Okay? Completely different timeline, completely different reality. Who knows? I frankly don't give a shit. I don't. Okay? A lot of people's like, oh my God, Matt, the page like got sent to me, and they're like, do you want us to wipe this page? I'm like, no, leave it there, because sometimes those are your biggest. Like again, I had no idea your hater is your biggest fan. That's probably like what's helping to drive the page, our page. I don't know, but it's just funny. It's just, it's funny how again the mockery. Whenever you're trying to expel and teach something good about what's going on. Okay, how you've got the system that brings people against you. It should be fighting with you. I'm not saying don't stand in front of me. Stand beside me. Don't stand behind me. Beside me. I need you beside me. We need to come at all of this shit together. That's what we need to do. If we're going to try remotely even touch this.
Exactly. And I think this is where a lot of us is. What we really need to gear up for is what they're throwing at us. And our biggest weapon, people are like, oh, what have you done? What have you done? We say no. We say no. All we have to do is put that energy, no. Do you know how many world wars we have skirted? How many timeline disasters we have evaded when we have said no? How many times last year were we so close to World War III erupting? I lost count. How many times last year? You know what I'm saying?
Quite a few.
And
Quite a few.
Yeah, every time the collective goes, hell no. And if
don't you love that?
Doing that and keep, and every time I would get sent something, oh, this is happening. Oh no, I'd be like, no, and that is my mindset, no. And if we keep doing that enough, it eventually, a large enough collective does change timelines.
Sure.
Because enough people have collectively woken up to the bullshit, and they're going, hell no. And you get enough people doing that energetically, that is how we effect change. Because people are not buying the lies anymore. They're not buying this bullshit. They're not buying the big war. They're not buying the propaganda. They're not buying the fake diseases. They're not buying the fake jabby jabs. They're not buying the fake narratives. And that's what needs to happen. This is what's so critical. Because people are waking up to that, and that is where the power comes. Because they don't have the propaganda machine they once had, because we're using it against them.
And
so
then what you
keep using it against them,
what you just said,
that's how we win.
What you just said is why I've tried so hard to not feed that machine. Okay? Because here's the thing. You got to realize they do eclipse rituals. They do satanic, sacrificial rituals. They do all of this shit, and it literally blows my mind and hurts my heart to see supposed friends just pushing the fucking narrative. I would be totally game for them mocking politics. Mock it the way they mock you. But see, that's the thing. You haven't figured that one out yet. Okay, it is all energy, right? It is all energy. But yet, whenever you feed the machine, that's what you're doing. You're feeding the propaganda machine. Because here's the thing: you have got to consent, okay, for them to even have the fucking war. You've got to consent. We as a collective, have got to say, oh, yep. Michelle, did you see we're going to war for with China? You know, just on TV. We're just CNN or wherever. I seen it on Ava Glitch's page. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. All you all are doing
You're giving consent.
Is you're giving consent to create. That's it, and it blows. I'm seriously. I've told time and time again. I'm this or I'm that. I'm an angel. I'm a creator. I'm a this. Or I'm a. Really? Show me whose side you're really on. Because for the last year and a half, I've seen whose side these people are on. I shit you not. I've watched it. It's been in my life. I mean, oh God, dude. Like I told Pandora not even a day ago. The past 3 months, I have canceled out 3 people that I have known for a very, very long time. And this is what the eclipse is for. Get rid of it. If it doesn't serve you, if it's not good for you, get rid of it. Okay? Get rid of it. This is the time to dissolve that. Right. Get rid of it.
We need tower moments. We need the tower moments. You need that to shake up your existence. A lot of people don't like it. The tower card and the death card are my favorite cards in the deck because it means change. And you can facilitate that change. You can take charge of that change. You can do however you want. We all have different jobs in what's going on right now. We all have a different role to play. And we all have a different path to play and a different path to walk. And I want people to realize you may think somebody out there, what do? I don't do nothing. You may be an example. You may go to the same store every freaking day. And you are nice to the clerk that everybody else hates. And you put a smile on that clerk's face when you say thank you for your pack of gum or your drink, and then you go back, but you were nice to them and pleasant. You don't even realize a little something, how you are as a person. That's enough to combat them because you are doing something to somebody else's day, even if it's a kind word, a kind gesture. In your everyday out and about in the world, it adds up and it means something. And people are like, what are you doing really? That is what you're doing. You're being a decent human being. Mm-hmm. You have morals, you have ethics, you have standards. You have not caved to that baseness of all the shit that they put out there, that you have not given into all of that. You have maintained authenticity. You have maintained a moral compass. You have maintained the level of right and wrong, what is good, what isn't good. You've maintained the idea of family, of love, of life, of home. You value life above all other things. This is what people don't understand. This war is about creation. Simple. End of story. That is what this war is about. The fact that they cannot create, they have to mimic. So if they can beat you down, if they can destroy you, destroy your soul, if they can demoralize you enough to where you don't even think for yourself anymore, that you have to follow direction, follow them, and you are no longer thinking for yourself, they've won.
Mm.
As soon as that happens, they've won. But why we have a fighting breath in us, why we have the power to say no, why you have a brain in your body and a soul and a connected source, spirit, God, whoever, however, higher, I don't care what you call it. You got that connection. They can't take it from you. You have to offer it. They cannot take it.
I'm trying to find something.
You have to give it.
I'm trying to find something in my in one of the chats that somebody sent me. Damn it. And it's who are they? Because we refer to them as they, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if this is it.
Nobody really knows. I mean, people have ideas. People have theories. I have my own theories. We have our own ideas. Everybody labels them, they, something different because everybody has a different belief structure. Some call them the archons. Some call it the devil. Some call it Satan. Whatever. The ruling class elites, the devil worshipping Satanists, but who really pulls their strings?
Bingo. See,
You think they're the top
yes.
of it. If you think they're the top of it, you're fooling yourself. There's
But-
somebody above and beyond them. So who are they? We don't know, and that's where the true power for them lies, is because they're in secret. They're not out in. They're not the Rothschilds. If you think the Rothschilds are the top of the pile, you're.
Oh hell no. No.
The Rothschilds are the low pyramid at the top of the low pyramid, but there's another pyramid way above that pyramid of a ruling echelon of whoever the hell it is. But people are like, oh, the Rothschilds are the ultimate evil. No, they're the public ultimate evil. They're what the public sees, so that's who they associate it with. But there's those above them. We just don't have a name for them. I at least I don't. Have a name.
No, I don't have a name. I don't have a name. I don't.
Have a name. Yeah.
No.
I don't have a name. That's why we say they, them.
There's
because
they.
We don't know. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
over the studio
they
mode.
stay
I
out
say.
of the public. Exactly, Teresa. That's where their power lies. They're in secret, and that's why I fight everything in the open, because I combat the secret with being in the open. That's why I always get my ass handed to me, because I battle in open. I do not do anything in secret, because that is my personal MO, and they know that, and they know I'm unpredictable. And they know I will do whatever the fuck I want, and how I want, and how I see fit. And it will totally go against whatever they think I might do, because I am a berserker like that, and I will do that on purpose to throw them off the scent.
Okay.
They think they know me. They don't know me. They know what they think they know what I want them to know, but they don't know me.
You're onto
So
something.
if we keep that element, of surprise, if we break that algorithm, and we've been talking about that, I know Neptune's been posting about the algorithm and breaking the algorithm. And if you break the algorithm, you give the element of surprise, because they cannot predict. If you constantly are posting the same thing and they've got your number, you have given them an algorithm to go by.
I gotta stop it for a second. It's be random, okay? Because you gotta remember, it is to the point. I'm holding up my cell phone. It is to the point where all you have got to do is just think. How many of you guys think? How many of thinking of? Oh my God, I would love. I'm hungry. Da, 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 and you go to your cell phone. And next thing you know, your phone wasn't even remotely in the same room. Okay, you're thinking this. Okay, this is what we know by deep mind learning. If you don't think that the hive mind knows you, it knows you better than you know you. Okay, AI knows you. AI knows me. It truly does. And to fudge things up, it knows things as cycles, algorithmic cycles. And like Pandora said to me, or straight up to me, become random. Fuck it up, throw it a curveball. And she's absolutely right. That, like you're saying, you've got to, if you're going to try to deviate and try to, cut this shit off at the pass, you've got to become random. And again, when it comes to propaganda, I'm the last motherfucker you really are going to see spreading propaganda. Okay, I laugh at it. I want to laugh at it. You'll see me post shit about this war in Islam over there. You know that my step nephew just got deployed there. You kidding me? And my son's like, this is what bothers me, is because Matthew Jr. is pretty intuitive. He's like, Dad, Seth ain't coming back. And I said, what? He's like, dude. He's like, Dad, I doubt if any of them will come back. I said, God damn it, Matt, don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh.
Seriously, but what I'm saying is they had to fuel the fire. They had to get your approval before any of that shit happened. I know you home may think I'm blowing smoke in your ass, okay? The highest of the angels to the darkest of the demons. That's what you are, right? Well, you create. And they need you to fuel that machine. So that's what I'm trying to say. There's something I want to share here. This is not the video. This one here, I'm going to just play some clips out of it. Michelle, hang tight, hang with me.
Okay.
I want to go back. I want to share this with everybody. And hopefully I got it in the screen the proper way. I don't know. We'll see.
Once you start waking up from the hypnotic trance of the official lie, the word "they" is often used to lay blame on the perpetrators. This is usually followed by the question, who are they? According to ancient history, religion, mythology, and occult tradition, they are not human, and they have been manipulating humanity from the shadows for millennia. The Gods of Eden by William Bramley does an excellent job of tracing this back through all of recorded history. But let's just start from the late 19th century. Just over a century ago, it was known that giants with red hair and double rows of teeth once inhabited America. These 9-foot-tall giants were written about casually in 1874 by Abraham Lincoln. A few years later, the Smithsonian Institute began confiscating giant mummies and skeletons by the thousands. In 1886, the exclusive Jekyll Island Club was founded and built upon an ancient burial site of the Timucua tribe, who were said to be giants. In 1910, the Federal Reserve banking conspiracy was hatched on Jekyll Island between the Rothschild banking dynasty and the Rockefeller family, whose cabin there was known as Mound Cottage and said to have been built upon a sacrificial altar. These powerful families worked together to hide the truth of our mysterious past, and they built a modern society with poison to keep us dumb and lies to keep us confused. The Rothschild dynasty and the Federal Reserve banking system funded all sides of the First and Second World Wars, which paved the way for the creation of the United Nations in 1945. Funded by the Rockefellers, the UN was the beginning of today's de facto world government. The Nuremberg trials resulted with only 12 sentenced to death and 7 sent to prison. The majority were allowed to professionally continue their criminal activities. Nazis who were tried for medical experiments involving cruelty and murder were later brought into Big Pharma through Operation Paperclip, and an entire team of Nazi rocket scientists were brought in to start NASA. While the Nuremberg trials may have been mostly theater, they had their revelations. It was revealed that the Nazi eugenics program stemmed from organizations in America funded by the Rockefeller Foundation and its offshoots. And it was revealed that many high-ranking Nazis believed they were in contact with an alien race known as the Aryans, the same mythical race that allegedly created Hinduism as it is known today. While many Hindu scholars dismissed the claim, the Nazis believed it. It is why they adopted the popular Hindu swastika. They also studied the Vedas, and their most classified project, the Bell, had the same design as the Vimana spacecraft described in these ancient texts. In 1971, a young Klaus Schwab, son of a Nazi nuclear scientist, was placed as the head of what is now known as the World Economic Forum by his mentor, Henry Kissinger. In 1974, Rockefeller protege Henry Kissinger wrote National Security Memorandum 200 for the United Nations. This is popularly known as the Kissinger Report and is one of the foundational documents of the depopulation agenda unfolding today, with Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum acting as the tip of the spear. And so who are they? Several will say it's the Rothschild family, but they seem to work for the crown. Others argue that the Vatican holds more sway. Many people insist it's the Jesuits, and some swear it's the Jews. According to occult records, a character named Sanat Kumara rules over the world from inside the earth, along with a group known as the Great White Brotherhood, 7 in total. Helena Blavatsky says these 7 Kumaras are the same as the 7 Dhyanis, the 7 archangels, and the 7 Elohim.
I'm going to stop this right here for a second. And the reason why I am is because I wanted to discuss this with you, Michelle, and everybody else. Now, you heard him talk about the seven lords, or the 7 brotherhood, the 7 blah, 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 right? 7 brothers from the underworld. We already know that religion divides humanity. Does it not?
Yep.
In the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, right, which was said to be the predecessor of the Bible. Just hearing say, that's okay. We all know that there are stories passed down. So the Talibet, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, was known as the Book of Thomas. All of these things, all of these religious connotations, scripture, okay, was put into one nice little thick book like this, okay. And the crown says that's it. It has enough control in it. It gives them yet enough freedom to love one another, not create chaos among one another. And, well, we've scared the living shit out of them, thinking that if they do any of that, they're going to go to an everlasting, eternal place called hell. Right?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying. So, going back to these 7 lords, right? These 7 lords were taken from, what this fellow is talking about, the 7 Elohim, okay, is a hierarchy of spirits. This is what we got to remember. Going over to Egypt, there is not one deity, not one deity at all that is portrayed in sculpture. And then that day, if Lisa Thomas was a sculptor or Mish was a sculptor, if they flubbed whatsoever on trying to create these sculptures, they would be probably beheaded. So they had to do it visually as perfect as they could. Now, I said that to say this. There's not one idol, one deity in Egypt that is not and that does not have what you and I have. And that one thing is a belly button that I want to point out to you. So if these giant gods, which were worshipped in that day, these are the kings, the queens, the pharaohs, right? Thinking about this, king, queen, priest, priestess, goddess, Lord God, God Almighty. What are we looking at here? We're looking at primarily 7 hierarchy. Okay? King, queen, again, all. And if you remember in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, he says that the spirit of man, okay, is indeed like forever. He tells you, you are space-born. You are not of this plane. You are a vibrational frequency. You only align with this specific plane of existence. You're participating in it. So, if we know this now, and those who do rituals on eclipse season know this, to whom are the actual rulers of this thing? Because again, God was deified in the Bible, which if you go back into the Old Testament, he required sacrifice. He required the best of the best. He could smell the lamb cooking. Do you remember this? So we're talking about physical entities, physical beings, Michelle. So when we go talking about the Elohim, he's talking about the seven Elohim and the hierarchy, right? That's what I wanted to bring into your guys' mind is showing you that and again these incarnated beings, right, have done this over and over and over and over and over again and over and over again. Where are we at? Where are we at? I don't give a shit. Flat plane, plate, hollow earth, round earth. Trying to manifest something good here is really difficult when you got so much resistance. How many of you guys feel resistance? It's whenever to spark evil, it is so easy. It is so easy to like kill something, hurt something, belittle something. You follow what I'm saying, Michelle? You get it? Yeah. It's easier to do something bad, right? But then it really is to do good. It's like really it's just present it in your face. It fucking sucks. I want to continue on this if you would let me. Can I go? You got anything to add to what I said?
No, you've got it pretty well stated, actually. No, you got it. You got it excellent. Because us really not knowing, that's part of the large battle that we face on the daily is because people are trying to figure it out. And do we remember? We don't remember.
Thank you.
If we could remember, it would make it so easy. But that's why they have it to that. That's why they have it. So that we are dependent on whatever they give to us. And we have to use our discernment to filter through it.
We all do.
What
right.
feels right, what doesn't feel right, what does feel right, what jogs our memory, right?
Mm-hmm.
What gives us a glimpse into something else. And I know for me personally, I get lots of glimpses. And I'm all over the place because I don't know which timeline or time frame, which reality, where am I getting this from? But I know it's all a part of me, but how do I think of it on such a big scale? And it's hard for me to do that in this little 3D brain, thinking on such a big scale. So you got to compartmentalize it a lot. And you've got to try to make it make sense. Where does it fit into your world, your way of being, who you are as a person? And it makes it a little bit, more manageable, but it's still not giving us all the answers that we need. So it's a never-ending battle, because I personally don't think we are going to know in this body.
I don't think
we are. I
don't think you can.
The test.
I do not think you can.
Either, because it's too much. It's too much to comprehend everything. How could our little pea brain comprehend everything? I wouldn't want to be honest.
Airbrush Mish has got a really good question, Michelle. You ready? Coming at you. She's like, how in the hell are they keeping all of this from us, and none of this has gotten out? I got an answer for that. I truly do. I will give you an answer for that, Michelle. And that is this. Every single time that we seem to have waken up, okay, we are snuffed out. Every single time. We have been on this planet 5 different cycles that I know of, that I have researched, and every single time we have been fucking vaporized, vanished, no trace, gone. No trace, gone. I don't believe in the migration. I don't believe in the migration theory. I don't believe in evolution. You guys know this. I truly believe in the I believe in the Bible where it says creation. Oh, we were created, all right. Under like I said, I've literally showed you on the walls of Egypt. I've showed you in stone where Nefertiti was taking a dropper and sticking it in the vat, in a like a vial, and she was praying over it. Okay, this is genetic modification, genetic manipulation. So a creation, absolutely, you are a creation. So biblically speaking, that, yes, I believe that. Truly, I do. Okay, this bullshit where what's funny is Dr. Zahir Watts, whenever the bomb come out and all of the figures on the side of the pyramid come out with, well, this looks like a submarine, this looks like a tank, well, this looked like a spacecraft, and listen to the fucking lie they gave you. Look at the lie that they gave you. Oh, well, it just miraculously was this was just an informality where the clay come off the wall and this just what was left. Bullshit. There's a fucking nuclear bomb at the very end of that. You want me to show it to you? How little we forget. This shit was carved in stone. You cannot make it up. If they can't, if these people can, if they can't burn it, they blow it up. They burn it, break it, blow it. Look at the Library of Alexandria. I have asked Ava time and time again. Then they're starting to really hijack her again. She'll tell you, all of your knowledge is hidden from you. It's there, but it's hidden from you.
Yep. And I think it depends on what, I don't know which prophecy it is. That is it the Hopi one? Truth, help me out. Where it talks about the 6 cycles. What prophecy is that? I can't remember.
The Hopi prophecy? You're talking about the Hopi?
Was it the Hopi prophecy?
It's the Hopi. Your ancestors are within the stars, baby. The 6 cycles of redemption.
Thank you. Yes, 6 cycles. That's what I was talking about. 6 cycles of redemption. And so maybe it's a test to see how far up. And when you think about it, like as in the days of Noah, you think about the genetic modification and how they were saying there were no real humans left, and the only real humans were Noah and his family. Apparently, everybody else is genetically modified. And then they had to deal with the giants, and they had to deal with, and so they had to flood them all out. But if you're talking, we've been through this and through this and through this, and we're doing the same thing all over again. The genetic modification, doing it again.
You're right.
So we've not learned anything. What have we learned? To do the same thing over and over again. How is that getting it?
I gotta stop. It's not. It's dumbing them down. Cycle by cycle by cycle by cycle by cycle. It is creating the perfect fucking slave. This is what I'm saying. It is creating the perfect slave. Airbrush Mish, I'm gonna touch on this. She's like, they're getting rid of our history, it's also the teeth. Let's go back to the biblical sense, okay? Going back to the biblical sense. Are we not? We are even genetically. We are created in what? The eyes of what? Michelle, answer. Finish my statement. We are created in the eyes of what? And in their likeness, gods, right?
Right.
Gods.
Right.
They're getting rid of history in our teeth to show that show our tribes who our tribes are. I believe it. I believe you as well, Mish. Messing with our teeth so that we don't know our proof. They're not supposed to rot. I'm watching the numbers of the chat or the stream go down, and I'm glad, because if you're not liking this or listening to this, you don't belong here. That's just the way I feel. I'm just no fucks given. We are created genetically to be perfect. Okay, we are created genetically to be telekinesis, phony. What if you take the word and you put the word together and you break the word down? Telekinesis, phone. You and I are supposed to create and create together. We can speak without even we don't need a phone. We are shut off. You see, we've got DNA is not even alive within our body. They're genomes that are not turned on. They've been cut off. You have been spliced together. So biblically saying, yes, we are a fucking creation. But the thing is there are they, which we'll finish this. This is a really good video. They are who I personally believe created the human slave. You are now a slave in a slave system, but you are yet a god in this system. Wake up, Neo. Wake up.
Yep.
Yes, Mish, they're trying to shut you down. Oh, that's fine. You talking about the that's fine. Here, go to YouTube or live. I'm not going to shut my mouth. Anyway, let me continue this. Let me continue this video, because again, it's highly important. I truly believe. You want to know who they are? You're finding out who they are, and they are not nice.
The seven representing the seven sisters, also known as the Pleiades star cluster. NASA, which was started by Nazis, Freemasons, and Satanists, has been obsessed with both Pleiades and Orion ever since the Apollo moon missions. According to hundreds of alien abductees, that is where most aliens claim to be from. Two different factions, one to help liberate humanity and the other to enslave us. It is the oldest story on Earth, good versus evil, the darkness and the light, the white hats and the black hats. It is a struggle within each one of us and is unfolding in the world around us for all to see. A more beneficial inquiry might be, who am I? Meet Oliver Schwab. He is the managing director of the World Economic Forum. His sister, Nicole, is a member of the executive committee for the World Economic Forum. In July of 2021, she said that it was a huge opportunity to have their great reset.
I see it as a tremendous opportunity to really to have this great reset and to use this huge flows, of money, to use the increased levers that policymakers have today in a way that was not possible before.
Their father, Klaus Schwab, is the founder of the World Economic Forum. 7 years ago, he announced plans to start tracking the entire population and merge everyone with a central machine, what he now calls the Great Reset. The Schwab family is working together with other families because that's how Team Evil works. You can call them the Illuminati if you like, but they have no official name, and they are not illuminated. There is no telling how many family bloodlines are involved, but they keep it in the family for 3 main reasons, and they all have to do with power. First, and most simply, as a way to gain and maintain their fortune. Secondly, is to carry out long-term secret objectives. These families use insurance companies and private trusts to protect their own fortune from the fiat debt-based system that they created, and to generate the kind of money needed for a 100-year plan. The older generation outlawed natural medicine, introduced petrochemical pharmaceutical drugs, and polluted the environment. And now the younger generation is here to fix it with their totalitarian Great Reset. It's a multi-generational plan that works because of family loyalty and also because of the third reason why they keep it in the family: trauma-based mind control. Most victims of the CIA's trauma-based mind control program, MK-Ultra, have come from families with a history of child abuse, because multi-generational child abuse makes a child more susceptible to mind control. And most of the characters we see as world leaders are not only actors on a stage, they are oblivious because they have suffered a lifetime of abuse and mind control. The overwhelming majority of people on Team Evil are not all in on it. They simply do as they are told. They follow orders, and they don't ask questions. These families see having children as a means of gaining power and wealth. They see their own children as property, as slaves to do the family's bidding. But perhaps it's more like a cult than a family. Nearly 1 million child orphans were distributed throughout America and the Commonwealth in the late 1800s by an international secret society called the Odd Fellows. Delivered primarily by train, many of these orphans were born in private homes owned by the Odd Fellows and their offshoot, the Daughters of Rebecca, an all-female Masonic organization that featured symbols of mass breeding and fertility. Philip Eugene de Rothschild says that the Rothschild family alone has produced over 100,000 children in these secret breeding programs. Most of the U.S. presidents during this time were Freemasons. 4 of them were Oddfellows. And at last count, 34 U.S. presidents are directly related to Charlemagne, king of the Franks, who is believed by these Illuminati bloodlines to be of the Merovingian bloodline, a genetic set that they highly value. And Team Evil has always been obsessed with genetics. So it really isn't that strange to point out the similarities between Justin Trudeau and Fidel Castro, Angela Merkel and Adolf Hitler's mother, Barbara Bush and Aleister Crowley. The only way these families and their abused mind control minions are able to control the rest of us is by dividing us. And if we, the people, could change that, then we could change everything.
Hey!
Once you start waking up...
Stop! Put him in custody!
I don't know what the hell. I have no idea what that was. Oh, it was another video someone sent me. But you see what I'm saying? The apple don't fall too far from the tree, Michelle. And I'm glad that he said it. Aleister Crowley and the Queen. All right? I'm glad that he mentioned that. Think about that. Aleister Crowley was known as the world's most evil man in the world, right? But see, here's the thing. It's like I've always said. It is the do as we say, don't do as we do culture. That is the way it is. That is what they want. They don't want you to form your own self. They want you to conform to the way they are pushing their, God forbid I say it, agenda.
Yeah.
Sorry. God. And they got to have your consent.
I just want people to have an understanding that this is why they do the rituals that they do, and whether people believe in them or not, they do. That is where the power is. They believe it. We don't have to believe it for it to work. They believe it, so it does work. Look at Gematria. Look at the way that they calculate dates for false flags and different events and sporting events and major events that have happened have fallen on a certain time frame or a certain day or a certain month and day and or a certain time within a day. It all means something. And so they do this because they have figured out the system to where it'll most benefit them. And that is all about the energy it creates. That is that's the magic that they use. That's what makes it so critical. And I will tell you, the biggest way that we combat it is with authenticity. And everybody just kind of balks at me on it, but when you are authentic, when you are your authentic self, that is how you contradict everything that they are trying to push at you. You be you no matter what, and you are going to beat their system because you're not going to be controlled. So if you say, I'm going to go ahead and dye my hair purple, pink, and green and blue because I really like it, and they're telling me I can't wear purple hair to the office, well, guess who's coming in with purple hair tomorrow? They can fire me because I'm not going to change to suit them. And so as long as you keep that mentality, you're going to keep the fight alive.
I agree with you.
It won't matter. You keep your individuality. You keep you. And you have a fighting chance. If you conform, you have become their puppet. If you conform to their agendas, to their playbooks, to their wars, to their propaganda, to their teachings, if you will, you have become one of them. And we have lost another one.
I believe.
And I'm tired of seeing people fall to the wayside. That they're tired. People are like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do this one thing. It won't matter. And that's how it starts. That one thing that didn't matter, it mattered because that led you on a path to another thing, and you're gonna rationalize it. You're gonna say, oh, that one thing, it doesn't matter. It matters. But if you stay true to yourself and true to who the hell you are, in your heart, in your soul, in you, it doesn't matter if you don't have all your teeth. I don't. It doesn't matter if you don't have all your hair. We don't. It doesn't matter if you missing half an eyebrow because it got burned off. Oh well. It doesn't matter if you don't have a perfect body. It doesn't. What's perfect anyway? It's all subjective. It's whatever they deem perfect is at the given moment, which is always changing. So how do you know what is perfect? How do you know what the perfect person is? How do you know what the perfect ideal is? It's what they're telling you it is. And that's what they want you to believe is what they're telling you it is. Their perfect society.
let me give you what you said as an example to the women, to the women here in the audience, the women. We see that the Hollywood perfect woman is a Barbie doll. That is the way they portrayed the perfect woman, is a Barbie. Now you tell me, what is that little girl's name that we believe was ritualized at a very, very, very young age? I remember her growing up. Hang on, Ramsey. Is it John Benet Ramsey?
Oh, John Benet Ramsey. Yeah.
Okay. This little girl, you got to remember, okay? Back then, again, they were pushing the Barbie doll really, really hard, right? And we were watching these little girls grow up, and they were like that little beauty pageant, which is a great thing. Don't get me wrong, I do believe it's a good thing. But however, okay, I could tell you I've seen in a ritualistic format, a ritualistic format, a Masonic ritual in a Masonic lodge, okay, of a Barbie type looking female dancing around these older men that were in this Mason lodge. It's the little goal, it's the mind. They've got to, did you hear what he said? They break the mind. We've talked about MK Ultra here all the time. I've interviewed a ton of MK kids. I call them MK kids because that's what they were when they were victimized. This is sodomy of the mind. Okay, fragmentalizing the mind, and they fucking break you guys. There's this past week we talked to what was her name? Oh my God, it slipped my mind. I'm getting bombarded by shit. I really am. I'm getting ringing in the ears, heavy ringing in my ears. Wait a minute.
What was her name?
I'm thinking.
Jen?
No.
It Jen?
No.
No.
My guest. I just had her on.
Penny?
Not Penny. Penny Shepard is another one. Penny Shepard is one of our MK kids. Oh my God. Sandy Bergen. Okay, she's another one. Was brought up under MK programming. Wrote a book called just Riding the Matrix. For real, these kids go through ritualistic things, ritualistic behaviors, and they're groomed for this. That's why we've talked to Mr. NASA-non, right? The NASA-anon. Again, what form of not understanding do you guys not get whenever I say don't spread the propaganda? That's what gives them the fucking approval. It does. All you're doing is feeding the goddamn machine. Mock them the way they mock you. Please. All right, Miss Michelle, are you about done? We got to get the hell out of here. My machine's starting to spin. Everybody's saying they're starting to lock. Oh yeah, they're hitting it. They're also hitting me. I'm getting a lot of brain fog, man. A lot of ringing in my ear.
Well, let's see what happens tomorrow because man, Monday. I can tell you Tuesday I was hit. After Monday, and we did our little thing Monday, I can tell you Tuesday I was smacked hard for my trouble. Oh yeah. And so it was like, whoopsie. Oh well. Nope. What are you going to do? But so let's see what they're going to smack us with over the weekend. But I want everybody to be, I'll do my little closing statement. I just want everybody to keep your eyes open. Don't be in fear. Don't give them what they want. Don't give them consent. Understand that you are a warrior. You are here in this fight. You see what's going on. You feel it. You understand that you're learning the energies. You're using your discernment. And don't give up. Don't give in. Don't feed that fear. Don't let them control you by thinking that you have no other option in your life. I don't know who this is for. I don't want you to think that there is nothing left for you. There absolutely is. You are not at the end. You are at a beginning. I don't know who this is for. But I want you to not lose hope because we have got to keep pushing. It's going to be the darkest before it breaks dawn because we're going into a hell of, I want to say, the next couple of weeks. We're getting a deep freeze here in Washington. Other places in the country are getting deep froze. Bad rain down by, I know, Lisa AO. They had massive rain down where she was at. Other places are getting slammed. Dallas, Texas got just hit out of nowhere with another heavy downpour. They're trying really hard, and I want people to not lose sight of the fact that you need to keep yourself safe, but be smart. Don't lose hope. Don't lose sight of what the end goal is, to beat them at their own fucking game. And you do that by you revoke consent, you say no, and you be authentic. You don't give into them. You don't let them control you. Be random. Don't let the algorithm get you have your number. You surprise the shit out of it every day. Post random shit. Break your routine. Break your routine daily. Like if you go out to walk every day at 5 o'clock, go to walk at 3 o'clock. Don't go to walk at all. Really mess with them.
Right.
You exercise every day at 10 a.m. Don't exercise at 10. Exercise at 8. Right? If you walk a mile every day, oh no, you're going to walk 5 miles today. Really fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you've got to do to mess up their algorithm so that you keep them on their toes. Don't make it easy on them. We have got a hard road coming up here in the next couple of days. Next 3, 4, I won't even say even a week. What they're throwing at us right now is brutal. And I want you guys to have a fighting chance. We're going to be there with you. But I can't stop it all coming in. Other people who have the same task that I do, we cannot stop it all. We can help, but you guys are going to feel it. And I'm warning you, you're going to feel it. Okay? And I want you to be prepared and not be in fear, but know yourself. Have a plan. Know what you're going to do. Know how you're going to respond. Think about it logically, but be eyes open. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go to large events. Stay out of large cities if you can. Be smart. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I agree.
That's all I can tell you, because you might as well be smart about it. Don't give in to the fear, but it doesn't mean you got to be stupid. You know,
Right.
Don't be stupid about it. Don't be stupid about it. Be smart, and you'll be okay. And everybody, get each other's backs. If people put out a call for help, we're not doing it lightly, because we fought this fight for a long time, and we're tired. And when we finally got out to the point that I need backup now, we're not lying. And we appreciate everyone that comes to our back and will hold us up, because we can't do it anymore. We're that tired. But we gotta still keep finding the strength somehow. Matt gets beat to hell all the time. I get beat to hell. A lot of you in there get beat to hell. You get beat to hell and it isn't fun. But we understand the risk. We know what's at stake. And I want us all to make it to the other side and go, we did our job and we didn't quit. And I don't want any of you to quit. I don't want any of you to ever give up or give in or feel it's too hard or you don't have anyone standing by you. You've got to try. That's what we're here for. And I want everybody to know I got your back. It gets really tiring sometimes. It really does. And we get beat to hell. We get beat to hell.
Eyebrows
we got
blown.
each other. We got each other, and we've got to do it. And I know it's going to be tough. But I want you guys to know it is an honor and a privilege. And I don't say that lightly. Because we know what we're getting ourselves into. We know what's coming down the pike. I just want you guys to be prepared. I want you to be prepared.
Thank you, Michelle. For real, that was really, really interesting. Really good. All right, my friend. I appreciate you, and good luck tonight into tomorrow, without a doubt. I know it's going to be, it's definitely going to be hectic. So you got Bella. She'll be all right.
Weekend.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here snoring.
All right, my friend. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you,
All right, you guys.
for
I love
participating.
y'all, and thank you, Frank, hanging out with us tonight. And oh, look, Shane shows up.
Shane, where?
Shane finally shows up. Hi, Shane. At the very end.
All right. I don't even remotely see. I can tell you that now. In the chat, right?
Yeah, he just showed up.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. So Shane's got me blocked. Ain't that interesting?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Facebook fuckery?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, Michelle, take care of yourself. Good night to you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, honey. You guys have a great night, and I love you a lot, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, my friends. Again, I'm surprised that we even got through tonight. I really am. Holy shit. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been awesome tonight. So thank you. Thank you for being in there. Rose says she doesn't see Shane either. Facebook Magi. Magical Facebook. Interesting stuff, no doubt. Alright, my friends. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's podcast. Eclipse season, ritual season. All of you MK kids, and I know that you guys watch the broadcast from time to time. All of the haters that watch the broadcast, kicking love to you as well. I just really, really, really wish you wouldn't push propaganda, man. Mock it. Don't be, well, I'm just spreading the news. That's what they want you to say. I'm spreading the news. I'm just talking about this. What you should know about. They should know about this. Man, they should absolutely know. Yeah, you're right. They should know about it. Man, oh man. Hook, line, sinker. Man, oh man. Use your guys' energy wisely, because indeed, this coming tomorrow, the full moon, is gonna be a. You can feel it. No doubt about it. Stay good night, George. Good night. Be George. Thank you, Crystal George. Little teeny crystal skull. watches my ass. Get your guys' necklaces, your pendants, your sage. Get your sage. Well, I don't know what you guys need. Whatever needs to be, need it. Burn it. Get it out. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be somebody doing something up here in a circle, and it ain't going to be good. I can tell you right now, it's not going to be good. So, all of you brainiacs, continue to do what you do, support one another, love one another, take care of one another, and continue to question everything, even the fabric of reality. You guys have been watching The Matrix Minds, and indeed, I thank you for your guys' participation. Like always, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and we'll catch you here on Monday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock West Coast Show Hate Time. You guys take care of yourselves. Peace out! Crank it up on the water, brainiacs. Got to go. Good night, everybody. Peace. Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Radio show. Welcome aboard The Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the internet. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology, hidden Egyptology, and anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds. Sure.
You take the blue pills, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. And now back to the show.